Do you have a problem with Brady's reaction?
I really do. I really have a problem with his reaction here. And by the way, when he got off a radio interview because he didn't like what they said about his child, I thought he handled that like a mensch, like a human being in the best sense of the word. That's the way you do it, because that is inappropriate to say about someone's child. He didn't cut them off. He didn't hope the guy got fired. He just said, that's the end of this interview. I applauded him for that. And Tom Brady frequently behaves in public in an exemplary fashion. This is weak tea by Tom Brady. Dude, let me explain something to Tom Brady. You will always be asked questions about Guerrero. Get it through your head. You will always be asked questions about Guerrero. Why? Because the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, had to sanction Guerrero because years ago he made a claim about a product he was marketing called Supreme Greens, where he said that in a clinical study of 200 people who were terminally ill, only 8 passed using Supreme Greens, so 192 survived. And it turns out he made it up. It was untrue. So the FTC came down on him. You can't do that. You're a snake oil salesman. That's what he is. He may also get good results in other areas. He may have good experience in other ways. It doesn't mean that he is forever a bad person if he makes better choices in his life. But that occurred. Tom Brady's in business with this guy. It's not just about the fact that he trains with Guerrero, and it's having a good effect, although Tom Brady's always been healthy. He missed most of one season in his entire career. Otherwise, he's been an Iron Man. He's always recovered well. He's always been a great quarterback before he was with Guerrero. But okay, he feels it's good for him, good for them. They're working out together. But they're also in business together, the TB12, like lifestyle brand. They bill the Patriots for stuff like they're sending out bills to people. Tom Brady's profiting from that, from his relationship with Guerrero, not just on the field, but off the field. Remember, Guerrero couldn't sell snake oil anymore after Supreme Greens. But then he sold something called NeuroSafe, which made outrageous claims about protecting the brain from concussions. The FTC came down on him again. There is zero evidence for this. It's not that it's harmful. It just doesn't do what you claim it does. And he and Tom Brady are profiting from snake oil. So, dude, if you have a snake oil salesman with you, he may also be an excellent trainer in addition to that. You may have success. But if you're in business with a snake oil salesman who's now traveling with the team, Stephen A., if that relationship was a point of contention with Bill Belichick, the GM and coach whose authority was undermined when Brady went to Robert Kraft, there's a natural question. Wait a minute. Is this okay with Coach? Is this coming from Kraft? These are questions. He's going to be asked about them. He's going to be asked about Guerrero. Get used to it, buddy. You got to face the music.
That's a nice, very interesting take that you just put out there, enunciated very articulately, and I appreciate it. I really, really do, Max Kellerman, but I got news for you. Tom Brady isn't the one that has to get used to all of this other stuff. Y'all had to get used to Tom Brady. Everything you said is right on the money. I'm not here to disagree with that. What I would tell you is that, so what? Last time I checked, Molly, Max, is Tom Brady getting thrown off the New England Patriots? He's getting thrown out of the NFL. Isn't Tom Brady the defending AFC champion? Isn't Tom Brady
greatest quarterback of all time?
Isn't Tom Brady the one that just threw for over 500 yards in the Super Bowl? Last time I checked, he's still the face of this franchise, the face of the National Football League, one would argue. We all see this coming. So my point to you is this. Alex Guerrero, as questionable as he is, he's Tom Brady's guy. And Tom Brady is saying, that is my guy. He's going to be my guy. That's the way it's going to stay. This is a man that had his privileges revoked by the New England Patriots. How that's working out for them right now. Wasn't he on the sideline? Is he expected to be on the sideline? If he's not expected to be on the sideline this year, I know he's going to travel. I know he will be traveling with the team. Before, that wasn't even going on. So look at how things are transitioning, rather. The fact of the matter is that
transgressing is a good word, actually.
You can say that, but transgressing, but transitioning nevertheless. Tom Brady is the face of the franchise. He's saying, this is my guy. I'm balling. Y'all want to see me on Sunday ball right. I'm telling you, this is a big reason why. Regardless of how any of y'all feel about it, this is how I feel about him. That's his position. And WEEI didn't do anything wrong in this position. We know how wrong the guy was when he called his child last year. But in this particular instance, there was nothing that was done wrong to Tom Brady by WEEI. The flip side to it is that Tom Brady hanging up and saying, I don't want to talk about it. He didn't do anything wrong either, because in the end, Max, yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
But in the end, what it comes down to is this. He has answered enough questions. Like you said, he's in business with the guy. he ain't going anywhere.
But in this case, there are more questions. In this case, there are more.
Can I just ask you one
Sure.
thing? Because here's where I don't think it's weak. He also works with Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman. And clearly there was a divide between him and Bill Belichick. We know all the Jimmy G rumors, all of that. And this guy's banned. Now he's back on the team. So they've repaired that relationship. They've put it
That's
behind
conjecture.
them.
Okay, you're saying you're inferring from their situation that that's what happened.
That Bill Belichick's good, Tom Brady's good. They're in a good place. So why does he want to drudge this negativity up?
Because you're inferring from where you're sitting that their relationship is good, etc.
Yeah, I am.
But that does beg the question or questions of the principal actors in the conflict. Are you in fact good? Is what I'm inferring correct? Did this come from Kraft? Did Brady go to Kraft to straighten this out? Can he now travel? That's a change in policy. First he could travel, then he couldn't. Now he can again. What changed? All these are legitimate questions. It's not that what you're inferring is wrong. It seems to be right, but then you question the participants.
But no one has challenged the legitimacy of the questions. What we're talking about here, and the reason why the story is relevant, is because we're talking about a guy like Tom Brady, like you said, that is in business with this guy, that does believe this guy is largely responsible for the success that he has enjoyed. Not to mention, Max, also answering questions, you know what it's going to invite. So what's up with Bill Belichick? So what really happened last year with you and Belichick, with Alex Guerrero? These are not questions he wants to answer. Now, in my world, my attitude is this. If you play a sport, all questions about the sport is fair game, not your personal life. Not your personal business, but about the sport. All questions are fair.
That's right.
But you, as an athlete, as the star of this franchise, based on everything that transpired last year, has a right to sit up there and say, you know what, I've had enough. It's well documented. You know my position on it. I have spoken about it.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're right. He doesn't have to. But I can sit here and say it's weak because it is weak.